firstly, the actual new sales that my business was making. My business brought in almost... Hello and welcome back to the Solopreneur Insights series, where I share with you my full real-time journey of growing my online coaching business and app startup at the same time, sharing with you my successes, my failures, and everything in between. Today we are going through quarter two, everything which happened, everything which I did to grow my business and see the growth which I experienced over quarter two, everything which we are doing at the moment at Spotlite as well, with actually launching to our early users, and also the virtual retreat for quarter two, which I had with my one-to-one clients. For the first time as well, we are coming to you from Mallorca in Spain. So I'm here for the next month, working with my boyfriend as well. We are exploring, we are working on Spotlite as well. So lots of fun things happening. So expect to see a few more palm trees for the next few weeks as well. So let's dive right into the video. So firstly, I want to take you through my quarter two actual statistics and numbers within my business, the ones which I think are really just important to share, and also explain to you how these actually happened and what I changed and what I did to actually get these numbers and results. So I have the numbers over here on my laptop, which I will be going through and walking you through some of those to start with. So first off, quarter two was a really great quarter for me. So I would introduce my revenue graph here on Thrivecart, a screenshot of that. So actually just showing you what that looked like for me. So obviously you can see there was quite a big increase in terms of the actual monthly revenue. So not from the sales side, but the actual revenue that was coming into the business, particularly around May and June time. And this was because of some changes which I made, which I'll go into a little bit in this video as well. But one thing which was really great and which was really consistent for me actually from quarter two was firstly the actual new sales that my business was making. So all of these are going to be in pounds because I'm from the UK, I do everything in pounds, so you can roughly convert if you want to. But in terms of actual new sales in quarter two, my business brought in almost £12,000 in brand new sales, which was super exciting because this was very consistent across the months as well. And also a lot of this was leading to a lot of monthly reoccurring revenue later in the year as well. So I'm actually in a really great position, which I think is why I am so, persistent on why I talk a lot about consistent income and reoccurring revenue and actually building that out in your business. And that is at the place now where it is over $2,500 minimum coming in every single month for the entirety of the rest of this year, which is a really amazing position to be in with my business, where if I didn't make a single new sale, if I didn't send a single new client, if nothing new happened, if I just completely ghosted everyone, just stopped marketing, just served my current clients, I would continue having that much coming in every single month. Now, this is where I wanted to share with you the number for how many new sales actually came in throughout quarter two, because I think it's really important actually, of course, firstly, the distinction between sales and actual cash income revenue in your business, but actually also looking at how you can stack that across months. So instead of me really prioritizing pay in fulls in my business, which I do not prioritize at all, I really lean towards payment plans and extended payment plans because I just really love the feeling of having consistent income coming in for 6 months, 9 months, sometimes even 12 months down the line. I think it's a really stable place to be in your business where you're not, starting every single month from zero. You're starting already at many four figures. It's a really great position to be in, but equally it's really great to consistently have those high sales months and be consistently building on that and stacking on top of that essentially, which is what I really focused on in quarter two, of actually building out that foundation with that monthly recurring revenue, but then also stacking on top of that with those new sales and really building out systems and processes and just ways of, how I was doing my business to actually build on top of that consistently and get those more consistent sales months in as well. So a lot of this came through my one-to-one coaching program. So that is really the big priority area for me. That is my core offer. That is the really thing which I lead everything towards in my business. All roads lead back to that place. And for me, that has been my signature offer for, I think, over 2 years now. It's very well established by this point. It gets really amazing results. I have over 250 results from that individual program. It's been a really amazing success. And for me, it's a really great offer to consistently sell. But equally, some of those sales, and I think it was actually almost 2,000, I think it was, that came from FBYS specifically, which that is my lower sales course. So that the price has now increased, but I was having it on a discount offer for the live round, which was the first one we ever did. So I talked about it in previous videos where I've gone into that, but that was actually really, really helpful. in terms of leading to upsells for that one-to-one program. So actually I've now got really consistent processes in place in terms of not just how people are coming directly into the one-to-one program, but also how they are, trying out essentially my coaching, trying out working with me, trying out learning from me in FBYS, and then really upselling from there and then jumping into that higher ticket program. That actually works really well. So that worked really well in terms of quite a lot of those sales and in terms of quite a lot of those new clients as well, just staying with me from that program and jumping into one-to-one from there. Now, another thing which led to those new sales as well, and this led to a couple of those, was actually previous clients re-signing. And actually one statistic which I am super, super proud of and just really excited by is that my one-to-one client re-sign rate for Q2 and for Q1 as well, so for the whole of this year so far, has been 100%. So every single client that has wrapped up a contract working with me has re-signed on for another 6 months is typically my contract length with one-to-one clients, but they've all re-signed on. And I think firstly, that's really important testament to the program and just the quality of the coaching, the quality of the results which people are getting as well. So absolutely love that from that perspective, but also it's really, really helpful in terms of lifetime client value. And I'm not needing to consistently actually go out and get a lot of new people in my audience, or go out and try and grow consistently, or go out and try and, even just find new people for new programs and just nurture people very actively. It's not something I'm needing to do. It's more of a, I can do if I'm wanting to increase things and add fuel to the fire essentially, but it's not something which is a core part of my business, which I absolutely love because I have that really consistent client base, and anything else on top of that is just building on there. So I think that's a really amazing position to get to. And I think it's something actually a lot of people overlook in terms of how can you actually get clients to re-sign more often and not just, have a few months with you or have 6 months with you and then that's the end of their relationship with you. But how can you actually have lifetime clients, have clients which work with you for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, even more than that, because that's such an amazing foundation to actually be building in your business and just gets you even better client results as well, you even better testimonials, and really just means that you don't need to consistently go out and find new people. So for me, for example, I was able to, in Q2, put a lot more energy into actually building out my programs, actually redoing FBYS from the ground up and completely recording everything again, and actually adding to my one-to-one program as well, including by building out the quarterly retreats, which I'm now doing with clients. So those are some of the stats for Q2. In terms of number of clients inside the FBYS group, we had 10 people inside that group. So add another number in there for you. And in terms of one-to-one clients, it's varied a little bit throughout those 3 months, of course, but it's always been between 5 and 8, which I have had in terms of my one-to-one clients. So those are the statistics for Q2. That is my Q2 roundup. So now let's talk about the virtual retreat that I did for my clients, because this is something which I was originally intending to just do it once, and it was just going to be a, wrap up Q2, help you plan for Q3. But actually I'm realizing as we were going through it and as we were, seeing people's responses to it and actually also talking about it in my marketing as well, really realizing that I want this to be a more core part of what I do with one-to-one clients, because I think it is so, so valuable and so helpful to actually have that built in quarterly. So I'm now officially doing quarterly retreats with all of my one-to-one clients. So this essentially looks like all of my clients will come together. Usually we just work one-to-one. So usually on our calls, on our, Spotlite support, it is literally just me and that client working together. But it was so, so nice getting to bring everyone together into a Zoom call. And we had 2 full days of virtual coaching essentially, where we would, for the first day, we were really going through, where is their business at right now, reflecting on the last quarter, taking what we need to from it, and then looking forward to Q3 as well. So it's really helpful for people to not just look at this from their perspective, but also have that retreat style where they're able to, even though it's one-to-one coaching that they've signed up for, they're able to actually hear other people's perspectives and hear what has worked for other people and, in the industry, what is working right now, what marketing strategies are they using that are really effective, what have they found that is actually selling really well for them right now. and actually just getting that data for other people to help spark ideas worked really, really well. And then we really did a mini business analysis. So we went through the Freedom Business Blueprint, which I do with all of my clients. That is one of the first things we do together, is going through this blueprint to really figure out where is their business at right now. So we can essentially do a mini business audit together, figure out where the gaps are and where we're needing to start working on together. So we did that on the first day, and then the second day, one thing which I loved so much was we left it completely open. So it was really just open for me to, shape based on that first day. And a lot of what we talked about was we dove really heavily into the messaging side, because pretty much everyone was launching a brand new offer of some kind in Q3. So we really wanted to nail down that messaging and figure out that messaging piece for them. And then we also went through workflow as well. So that is one of my absolute favorite topics of actually, how do we actually have a really simple workflow in our business and actually manage what we need to do really well, and actually just the actions we're taking day to day, how we're working in our business, how do we make this as effective as possible and actually get the best results from the actions we are actually taking. So we went through that a lot as well. And one thing which I love to see, which again just reaffirms the power of things like a virtual retreat, is when a lot of these people were coming together, it was just really helpful for people to get other people's perspectives as well, on even down to the question of somebody asked, how many hours does everyone work on their business each day? And one of the people, one of the clients said that, I always feel like I'm not working enough, I should be working more. But actually just hearing everyone else's responses just really normalizes that there is no normal number there. There was some people who worked, 8-hour work days. Some people it was 2 hours a day. Some people it was, 8 hours some days, 4 hours some days, 1 hour some days as well. And it's just, there's no normality with entrepreneurship. And I think it was just really powerful, just not only being in the room and seeing what's working for other people and learning from them from a strategy perspective, but also from that just mindset perspective of getting that support and, feeling like you're part of that community and normalizing some of the things which you're going through as well, and seeing other people kind of have not struggles, but other people have challenges and other people have doubts and other people have questions, I think is so, so powerful. And it's honestly one of the best additions to my one-to-one coaching program of just, we don't just work one-to-one. It's not just this, bubble of just me and the client working together, but actually coming together as just that community and that group. There's so much power in that. So absolutely love the virtual retreat. It was such an incredible time and we got such incredible feedback about it. So the next one will be happening at the end of Q3 in September, late September, for all of the one-to-one clients and anyone who is a future one-to-one client as well. And now onto the second half of the video. So let's talk about Spotlite. So this is the app startup we are building for coaches and service providers online to really help them with their client communication, managing their clients better, and just overall providing a better client experience. So it is a very big week at Spotlite. I know I've said that for the last few weeks, but lots of things are happening at the moment. So this week we are going to be onboarding our early users, our very first founding users, the people who have bought the lifetime access passes. They are going to be getting first access to the version 1.0 of the app. So that is the messaging part. So we've been testing this, we've been really refining this, fixing all of the bugs, all of the small little pieces that just need to be refined to give an amazing experience. So essentially it's replacing what they're currently using. And then from there, we're building out all of the other features like automations, focus points, all of those things as well. So we're going to be putting into their hands version 1 for the very first time. So that is super exciting. That is going to be happening in the next couple of days. So very excited for that. It has been a lot of work in the last few weeks, really building up to that and really just getting everything ready to welcome them in. So very exciting there. And I will update you next week in terms of what the response has been and any glitches or anything which just went wrong during that process as well, because I imagine there will be some moments, as there always is whenever you're launching something, but we are very excited to finally get into the hands of some more people as well. I have been using it with my clients for I think 2 or 3 weeks now, and it has been so exciting, firstly actually getting to use an app which I'm part of actually with my clients, because whenever I see something which I think can be changed or improved, I actually have the opportunity to do that, versus being in the perspective of having no power, no say over the features which come out within an app. But also, of course, I've been spotting really, really small little bugs which we've been fixing. So things as small as, voice messages allowing you to play several at once, so it's creating a kind of symphony when you're talking then. Of course you can pause them, but just really fixing those bugs that doesn't allow you to do that. And also, even things such as bullet points being the wrong color, just really, really small things. So we've been just really refining it over the last few weeks and just getting it ready to release to our early users. I'm also going to be doing small research interview type calls with all of those founding users over the next couple of weeks to really figure out, with those features we are building, what do they want to see essentially. And this is one of the really exciting parts of being a founding user, and this is why a lot of these people have signed up for this from the perspective as well of not just they're getting an app to use with their clients, but they're really getting to be part of the process. They're getting to give their feedback on what would be most beneficial for them, what they're wanting to see. They're getting to have an input in a small way, which is something you never get an opportunity with an app. So that is so exciting, just to bring them on board and just to get their feedback on everything and really look forward towards those next features which we're building out, which we're going to be starting with automations next, but really just figuring out what they're wanting to see from this and how we can make it the best possible app for them. So very excited for the next stages. So that has been the summary of the last week. We are in Mallorca for another 3 weeks, so stay tuned for more videos with a palm tree in the background, which I absolutely love and is very on brand for me, I will say. So I will see you in the next video. Please comment below what you're wanting to see me talk about more of, if there's any more statistics you're wanting me to share, anything else you're wanting me to share around Q2 or around Q3 as well. And as always, I will see you in the next video where you can continue watching me grow my businesses in real time. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.